If you ask most people what their number one fear is, what do you think it is? Most people's number one fear is public humiliation.
That's a grave injustice, and it's kind of white martyrdom.
Now, the first step in eradicating this is awareness.
Mel Gibson's latest film, Sound of Freedom, is making waves in Hollywood. Best known for his iconic roles in Mad Max and Braveheart, Gibson has faced controversy before. However, this time, it's not just his acting that's drawing attention, it's his criticism of woke culture. In a 6-year-old interview with John Lithgow, Gibson predicted Hollywood's dramatic shift, a warning that now seems more relevant than ever.
I've never seen Hollywood quite so shaken by anything.
It's a little late.
So we'll see how it all shakes down. Hopefully it clears the air a little bit.
Woke culture, which began as a movement for social justice, has taken a controversial turn, according to Mel Gibson. The actor and filmmaker claims it has transformed into a force that stifles creativity and silences dissenting voices. Gibson has labeled the phenomenon a creativity-crushing, silence-enforcing beast, and openly declared, "I've had enough." He compares Hollywood to a rigid group of priests who punish and exile anyone refusing to conform to their ideology. His candid critique has reignited debates about the balance between advocacy and artistic freedom in the entertainment industry.
Generally, passively sit by and tolerate any kind of nonsense, but if one of their priests utters something that resembles orthodoxy, well, then they spring into action, they reprimand him, and they bully him and do their best to cancel him. And succeed. They drum him out of the service, off he goes.
From the very beginning, Sound of Freedom faced resistance from major studios. The film doesn't just sidestep political correctness, it shatters it, diving into the grim reality of child trafficking in Latin America, a topic Mel Gibson claims Hollywood often avoids. Studios attempted to suppress the movie, seemingly hoping it would fade into obscurity. But Gibson and his team had other plans. Refusing to back down, they crafted a strategic release schedule, rolling the film out gradually across multiple countries. This approach not only kept Sound of Freedom in the public eye, but also created sustained buzz, proving that a powerful story can thrive even without mainstream studio backing.
The social contract. You can't get mad. You can't get mad. You can't let it get you, because you have to make a deal with everyone else, and it's almost unspoken that you are going to be f***ed over at some point.
This strategy was more than just smart. It was revolutionary. Sound of Freedom didn't just break box office records. It sparked a global conversation about corruption within the entertainment industry and Hollywood's perceived hypocrisy. Unlike typical films that fade from theaters after a brief run, Sound of Freedom sustained its momentum, fueling ongoing debates. It forced audiences to confront the grim realities of child trafficking while exposing the entertainment industry's reluctance to tackle such hard-hitting topics. The film's success is a testament to the power of storytelling that challenges norms and prioritizes truth over convenience.
Sound of Freedom is smashing it at the box office and is being attacked continually by the mainstream. Is that because it's a box office success?
The industry reacted quickly and harshly. Mainstream media launched a wave of criticism against Sound of Freedom because it challenged the woke agenda dominating Hollywood. Instead of backing down, Mel Gibson became the film's strongest supporter, openly calling out the hypocrisy of an industry that claims to care about social issues but stays silent on child trafficking. In recent interviews, Mel Gibson has openly shared his view that Hollywood has lost its way, focusing more on political agendas than genuine storytelling. In an industry where going against the norm can lead to being excluded, Gibson has come back stronger than ever. He believes the real hypocrisy in Hollywood is its eagerness to cancel those who don't conform, while turning a blind eye to serious issues when it suits their interests.
That's how this town has been running for so long. They'll mute you. They'll try to mute you at all costs.
Sound of Freedom has exposed cracks in Hollywood's carefully crafted image. While some praise the film for its bravery, many within the industry dismiss it as fear-mongering. Despite this, the film has thrived, thanks to the support of a global audience and Mel Gibson's unwavering determination. It has not only succeeded, but left a lasting impact on the film industry, challenging the norms Hollywood tries to enforce.
From beginning to end, it's very brief. He says, women on film, either naked or dead. Both is better. And And it's like, whoa.
In today's Hollywood, conforming to the woke narrative often takes precedence over addressing real-world issues. Mel Gibson has emerged as a defiant figure, challenging the industry's focus on maintaining its image over confronting uncomfortable truths. Ironically, Hollywood's attempts to suppress films that challenge their agenda often amplify the very messages they aim to silence. Unlike the industry's trend of politically correct, box-ticking productions, Gibson tells stories that defy norms, provoke thought, and stir controversy. His film Hacksaw Ridge, for example, recounts the incredible true story of Desmond Doss, a World War II soldier who saved 75 lives without firing a single shot. The film is raw, emotionally gripping, and unflinching in its depiction of war's brutal realities, standing in stark contrast to Hollywood's often sanitized narratives. Audiences embraced the film, critics praised it, and Gibson earned another Oscar nomination. Most importantly, Hacksaw Ridge proved that viewers crave authentic, impactful stories rather than those designed to fit neatly within a politically correct framework. Now, with the Passion of the Christ, resurrection on the horizon, Gibson is poised to push boundaries even further. Rooted deeply in Christian themes, this film is expected to be as, if not more, controversial than the original. In an industry that often avoids or waters down religious content, Gibson's bold embrace of these themes sets him apart. His decision to create such a film shows he is unafraid of controversy and prepared for the inevitable backlash. Despite his polarizing public image, Gibson's colleagues often speak highly of him. Robert Downey Jr., for instance, has publicly praised Gibson for his support during a difficult period in his life. Gibson encouraged Downey Jr. to hold on to faith, not necessarily Gibson's faith, but any belief rooted in forgiveness and hope. This lesser-known, compassionate side of Gibson often gets overshadowed by the controversies surrounding him. Through his bold choices and commitment to authentic storytelling, Mel Gibson continues to stand out in an industry more focused on conformity than creativity.
Actually, I asked Mel to present this award to me for a reason, because when I couldn't get sober, he told me not to give up hope, and he urged me to find my faith. It didn't have to be his or anyone else's as long as it was rooted in forgiveness.
Hollywood's reaction to figures like Mel Gibson highlights the industry's double standards. When celebrities like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson are accused of scandalous behavior, including links to child trafficking conspiracy theories, the response is often mixed. Some defend them, while others quietly distance themselves. However, there is rarely a big uproar. In contrast, whenever Gibson speaks out against woke culture, the backlash is quick and harsh. This reveals the hypocrisy within Hollywood.
In today's easy cancel culture world, and cancel culture, woke culture, this culture, that culture, division, etc., that really bugs me.
The key difference with Mel Gibson is that he refuses to back down. Having witnessed Hollywood's darker side, endured public scandals, and faced blacklisting, he has come out stronger with a renewed sense of purpose. For Gibson, this battle goes beyond filmmaking. It's about preserving the heart of Hollywood itself. So, what does this ongoing struggle mean for the future of the entertainment industry? One thing is clear, Mel Gibson isn't going anywhere. While Hollywood pushes its woke agenda, Gibson stands firm. He's not alone either. His films are resonating with an increasing audience that feels disconnected from the industry's current path. His willingness to speak out, even when it's unpopular or risky, is drawing in new fans who admire his defiance.
It does feel different. I think because, I don't know, just because I've been around longer, it's different. Yeah. I'm more relaxed about the whole thing, you know, because there's no point in being anything else, yeah. Right?
It's true.
So, you know, I'm not going to get all wound up about it. I'm going to just try and, observe.
Yeah.
The battle is far from over. Hollywood operates as a powerful force that resists challenges, yet Mel Gibson has shown he's willing to take on the industry's biggest figures. Whether or not you agree with his views, it's clear that Gibson is making waves. The industry is starting to feel the pressure as it tries to balance artistic freedom with social accountability. Gibson's strong opposition to the woke agenda has made him a controversial figure. Some see him as a trailblazer pushing boundaries, while others believe he is out of touch with current values. What's undeniable, however, is that he is one of the few willing to question Hollywood's established norms. His determination to create authentic, provocative stories, despite the inevitable backlash, opens up a larger conversation about the importance of free expression and storytelling in our culture.
You know, I had a whole bunch of weird paranoid suspicions about what the hell was going on because there was a lot of stuff I couldn't understand.
At its core, Mel Gibson's journey isn't just about challenging Hollywood's values. It's about championing a style of storytelling that confronts difficult or unpopular truths. His work resonates with a growing audience that feels left behind by the industry's narrowing focus. As Hollywood grapples with its identity, figures like Gibson are pushing the industry to reassess its priorities and confront its own contradictions. Ultimately, whether you agree with him or not, Gibson's influence on Hollywood is undeniable. His determination to stand by his beliefs serves as a reminder that some voices will always resist being silenced. What do you think? Is Mel Gibson a visionary filmmaker driving a vital cultural shift? Or is he simply out of touch with Hollywood's evolving landscape? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on this ongoing story.